Hello, welcome back everyone. On this episode we are going to finally fiberglass all of this up. I am going to fix the crack properly this time, grind it down, good comments, and we go from there really. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is, I don't know if you've seen last week's episode where I sanded all of this down, actually revealed the crack. So what I'm going to do is get the grinder and put a bevel going inwards, both sides of it, so I can build up the fiberglass, and that'll be really strong then. And then we got to, all the stuff I cut out, I need to finish off a little bit more woven. I've cut all the sides of sort of the woven, I just need to cut a couple bits for the bottom, and then it will be fiberglass in this end. I'm even considering, while I'm sanding that, is I probably will sand this a little bit further back and add an extra couple layers on around there to make it even a better bond, shall I say. Even though, yeah, so there is already original fiberglass up to, don't know if I can show you, it might be too many layers of fiberglass. Up to there is actually original fiberglass. There is a lot of support there already. I just want to make sure it's bonded to this properly. So the first bit I'll do, sand it all down, and then that should be all the sanding done for this. I can crack on with fiberglass in and go from there. Okay. Okay, and as you can see from the time lapse, that is now grinded down. There's a groove in there, and there's a bevel all the way in there, so I can build it out flat and that. And I decided to only sand up to there because that's probably all it needs. That's probably at least 10 inches. So the first bit was up to there, so we've gained that much more bond, which I think can make it a hell of a lot better. And well, that's it now. I think I just need to acetone it and it's ready for fiberglassing, but I won't do that till tomorrow now, just because to do this I want to make sure I do it all in one go. I have a full day doing it, just so everything is bonded together in one go, so then it become one full piece. But yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day. So my plan now is, just got all this out ready to go. So we've got the right side, left side, and we got the bottom. I need to cut the woven for this, and I've now decided, come over it. So I've got the left side, got the right side, and then the bottom. And because I've sanded that down even more over the back, I'm now going to put probably 4 or 5 layers over the top again, so when all these meet up it will be level, which will really strengthen the top as well, which should leave that with, I think it works out to be about 9-10 10 layers, and then the finished one will, obviously it overlaps as well, so gonna have quite a few layers, nice and supported. So yeah, next job, cut the woven for that, put that to the side, and cut the 4 to 5 pieces to go over the top. Right, that's finally all of them cut out. This is the top half I was talking about. I even chucked in some woven. That should give it some more strength on the top beam. And then what I've done here is I've cut out the crack underneath. So first of all, I'm going to fill it with this, and then the bottom sheets will actually cover over all of this, so it will be really strong. And what I've done, so that'll be the first piece, second piece, then I know this is only a little bit, but every little helps. Then that piece, and obviously just go bigger and bigger. I mean that is going to be really strong. And then I'm going to finish it with a matting, so when I do the bottom bits, the matting will bond better together. Like I said before, woven, I always start with matting because it will bond to the woven better and hold it to the boat. So in theory, I think we are ready with all the fiberglass. I think my next stage is ascertain all this up, and we are good to go. Probably I might do this bit today and leave the main part, the fiberglassing, for tomorrow. Just like I said before, I want a full day on it really, because I think I could probably, if it's a longer day, I could probably get all of that done in one go, as long as it don't get too hot on me. But shouldn't do. I mean, there's 6 layers, five layers either side. And it's not until they start joining here that they're gonna overlap. But we'll see how it goes. Even if I have to stop for a couple of hours, let it cool down and go again, it still have that chemical bond. Still won't have cured 100%. So okay, enough talking. We will acetone and clean. Okay, and that is that crack fully covered now. I think in total it's 5 layers of matting and 3 layers of woven. So that's going to be really strong now. And then obviously you've got probably another 3 layers of matting going across, and when it wraps around underneath, also the 4 layers of woven that's going to go under, so that is going to be really strong. And the great thing is once I start building this up, because I've gone down to original fiberglass and the gel coat, it's probably a couple mil thick, it will actually blend in by the time I've done my little coat of gel coat or whatever I decide to do. And then anti-fouler is going to be solid and waterproof. So I think that's going to be it for today. It's all ready to go tomorrow. The only thing I will do quickly is I'll do it off camera, but once this is cured here, because I've only wrapped it underneath there so far, just give this a little light sand, I might even give that a light sand actually, all of it a little light sand, because it is got what, 5 layers on it, just so when I wrap the next one over bonds better. Okay, that's it for now. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, new day. Today is fibreglassing day. Get everything ready. Just got the sander out quickly because I'm gonna give this slight sand, get rid of all this bits that are left over, and just give that a light sand so it all bonds properly together. Got everything ready. Yesterday was the first day I've actually used woven on the little crack down there, and I was quite impressed with it. How I thought it was going to be hard for the resin to soak it up, to get all the air gaps out, but it was actually really easy. So what I'm thinking is I'm probably going to get 3 or 4 layers on, probably 4. Let that cure, well, not 100% cure, but let it cool down a bit because it's going to get so hot. While I'm doing that, letting it cool down, if you see at the beginning or last week's video, I can't remember now, I cut the 2 big last sections, and what I've decided to do is to cut a whole section of woven. That should make it secure and more structurally sound, because that will be the whole back end then with woven, even though all the bits I've done will have woven in it, but I can finish it with a whole sheet of woven. Enough talking, we'll get to sanding this and then quickly acetone everything up again, let that dry, which only takes, you know, a couple minutes, and then we'll get to fibreglassing. Okay. That's 3 layers done. So 3 layers of matting and 2 layers of woven. Went really well, but it really did start curing. I mean, that's cured already, so I'm working with time here, big time. So yeah, it's curing really quick, so I managed to do 3. I'll let this cool down now. It's not too hot, to be honest with you. The problem I've got is where the first 2 layers or 3 layers went up to here, you see these, and that's cured. Well, goes like a gel, and then it's sort of a little bit harder than gel. That's what it's got to at the moment. It's not fully cured, so I'm gonna have to wait for this to cure hard enough to quickly sand these little bits off, because I know the next layer will actually go round and under, which would have, if I could have got a 4th layer on, I would have been okay, because it would have held everything together. But it's looking good. Like I said, 3 layers, got woven in it, so it's going to be really strong. And I've done 1 layer along here, because it's not until I think the 3rd or 4th layer that it actually starts coming around here, which then it would be good to join up with all of this. So I'll let this cure and come back in a bit. Okay. Okay, and that's a layer 4, and by the time I finished this one, it's still wet. This one, bone dry. Definitely fighting the time here. So I think I'm gonna let this cure again and then do the final 5th layer. Plus I got the 6th, the big sheet. Just try and work out how I'm gonna do it. If I'm gonna do that, let it cure, and then do this with woven, the whole sheet of woven, to finish it off with. Definitely fighting against time though, because it's just curing too quick. But I've still managed to, you know, get it on and roll it out, thin it out. I haven't ruined anything yet. And as you can see on this one, it's started to come around now, up to there, and number 5, and then number 6. Nice finish. Okay, let this cure and come back. And that's it for one day. I managed to get 4 layers on all the way around. Then I can come back tomorrow and give it a slight sand, get rid of all the little bits that are just overhanging, little bits like that. Don't like it. Obviously it won't let the other one go down, but like I said, managed to get 4 layers on here, plus the 2 woven. You'll see one goes up to about there, and the next one's a bit further, and it wraps around. So that is really strong now. Plus the final one on the outside will also overlap this way and go down. And like I said, I've decided I will cut a full sheet of woven, or you know, halves even if I have to do it that way, but it will be covered fully. Final will be woven. So yeah, I just got layer 5 and layer 6 to do tomorrow. I might even, because woven was so easy to do, might even cut a couple bits just to go on the corner here. I know it won't be bonded to the boat, but it'll be in the mix of all the fibreglassing and will give it strength. It's just, with the heat and everything, quite a good day today. It just went off so quick. It's already cured, dried, but it's just too late for me to do a little bit of sanding I want to do and then carry on. But yeah, okay, see you tomorrow. Okay, new day. All nice and solid and dry. I think the next thing to do is going to be give this all a light sanding everywhere, and take all the little bits. Most of these little bits are to do with the woven. They just, unless you've got enough hanging over, it just don't stay down. Like little bits like that just won't stick like the matting does. So I just misjudged that, but the main parts are folded over, supporting all that. So I'm going to sand this down, and then what we got layer 5 to go on, which takes it up to here, and I've got layer 6, obviously it's the final one, that's the big half. I'm going to cut woven to cover the whole lot, and also get another layer of woven ready to cut up, ready to bond in here, because the full piece does go over and around. And to be honest with you, I think it with finishing the woven so much nicer. But yeah, so we'll go from there, sanding and then cutting everything so it's ready to go. It's another warm day today, 23 degrees, so I can see me fighting the time again. Yeah. Okay, and that's the 5th layer on. I let it cure for half an hour, so it's sort of not fully, but it's sort of tacky, which would be good. I've sanded whatever bits needed sanding again, and I've got the 6th layer ready to go. This is going to be a big job. It's just going to take so much resin. Once it's wet, it's going to be fine, and I've noticed that the woven it don't need as much as this stuff does. But what I have decided to do is, because I want woven to be last, is I'll put this one on, then the other matting to join up, so it's all one piece of matting, then a woven on top, instead of this side then woven, then matting on top of woven, if that makes any sense. So I need to try and hold it up there like that, get it all pre-wet, and then get this on enough so it holds itself. Then I can take the clips off and then wet that side. I'll just focus on one side at the moment. I'm not going to rush it. I'm not going to quickly try and get both sides on as quick as I can, because it makes no difference really. As long as you get it on, this piece on, before it goes like jelly, then it is fine. Because you can always make another batch up to go on top of it for the woven to connect. So okay, we will start with this side. Right, that is the transom complete. That is the 6th layer and all the woven on the last layer, all perfect. It's a full, well, halfway underneath. You see it on the time lapse, it comes over and down and around both sides. It stretched out a little bit bigger than I actually made it, but that will just mean trimming a little tiny bit off, which is nothing. But that is a solid transom now. In total, I think that was what, let's say, just on the tabbing, it was 5 layers of matting, 5 layers of woven, and then plus the 20 odd that's in with the wood. Yeah, so really strong. I think it's got 10 layers plus 8 layers of woven on top. I would say that's really strong, I think. So that's it for this week. Next week we should be, well, I think what I've decided to do is I'm actually going to start sanding the boat down. sand it all, prep it all, and then I can come back to this, do the fairing, blend it all in, and then it'd be start painting just the bottom half at the moment. If I can get that done, that'd be a big job done then. Sanding's going to take at least a few weeks, and we'll go from there. Alright, see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers.